Hi y'all. This afternoon we are coming to my yoga class. It's down here on the river. Let me show you. Look at this. Is this not beautiful scenery for a yoga class? Oh my gosh. But I'll be inside. I won't be doing it outside. Just wanted to let you know that that's where I'm coming, and I will be telling you why I'm coming here in just a little. Okay, so y'all, I told you I would tell you why I'm coming here to take these yoga lessons. It's a private yoga lesson with my wonderful yoga instructor here, Charlotte. And Charlotte has helped me get over some fears, because 2 years ago I was in a really bad auto accident and I wound up with 2 rods in my back and a rod in my leg. And when I first came to yoga a few weeks ago, I had not sat down or gotten down on the floor in over 2 years. And so the thought of getting on the floor was sort of petrifying, and I walked into this room, and I want to show you what was waiting for me in that. And I'm like, am I supposed to get down there? And Charlotte said, oh yeah. So anyhow, I just want you to see how I've progressed. I could actually get on the floor now, and still can't cross my legs like an Indian, but I'm getting there, slowly but surely. So we'll be, Charlotte's going to be doing some filming and talking, and you'll see how yoga can pay off.
All right, so we're going to watch Gail get on the floor.
Okay, so I must do it with the chair. Can I do it with the
Yes.
block?
She was starting with the chair, and now she's progressed to just using the blocks. Look at her go.
Hey,
Yay!
I'm getting there slowly but surely.
Okay, so we're gonna start with breath work. This is what we do before we actually get moving. And I'll flip it around so you can see. So she has these sandbags on her shoulders, which helps weigh the shoulders down, adds a little more relaxation. She has a blanket underneath her head, which provides support for her neck. And then she has this amazing device called a bolster under her knees, and that supports the lower back and the legs. So we get comfortable and cozy with a simple breathing technique. It's called a 3-part breath. And if you want to close your eyes, relax on the floor yourself, and follow along with us, feel free to do so, and just listen to the sound of my voice. So allowing yourself to relax to the fullest, or just as best you can. This time is for you to connect deeper with your body, your spirit, and we do that via the vehicle of our breath. It is the bridge that connects our mind, body, and spirit. So we'll take a deep breath in, sigh it out the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale through the nose, open the mouth, exhale. 1 more, inhale, fill up your whole body, feel that expansion, open the mouth, release it. And then switching the breath in and out through the nose. Begin to switch your attention, your energy, your focus into your inhale and exhale through your nose. And all we're doing is tuning in to the rise and fall of each breath. Notice what your inhale feels like. Notice what your exhale feels like. Each time we notice our breath, it's a moment to simply say thank you and express gratitude for our lives. putting the mind in a more calmer state. And if thoughts come up, which they will, we just notice that we're thinking. And then just as easily, we come back to feeling the breath. And to dive a little bit deeper into this breath, think of a wave and start to breathe into your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Good. And then exhale, release that wave, chest, ribs, belly, all relax down. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Just like a wave, inhale, it rises all the way up to the collarbones. And then the wave falls and crashes, releasing everything, belly to spine. Now continue on your own, feeling this 3-part breath as we access full use of our lungs, finding some strengthening through the diaphragm, and balancing out the inhale and exhale to balance out the mind. Take 3 more breaths here, taking your time. Let it feel good and enjoyable. Together, we'll take a breath in to fill up the whole body. Can you hold the breath at the top? Sip in a little more air, savor that breath. Open the mouth, exhale. And breathing in and out through the nose, just take a moment to scan through your body, notice how it feels. Just wiggle your fingers and toes, find a little bit of movement. So this is Windshield Wipers. She's gonna drop her knees back and forth, just like windshield wipers. And this is a little twist through the low back. It also opens up the tops of the thighs. Get some fluidity going. And then she's adding the breath to it. We'll practice hugging one knee at a time in towards your shoulder. So use the breath to hug it in. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your foot back down. Oh, pop. And now switch legs. So her left side is kind of her wonky side. So she has to mentally think about what she did on the right side, filter it into that left side. And then using the breath and switch sides again. Again, this is just adding some mobility into her hips. Breath is in and out through the nose. And then switch. Beautiful. And then release the foot. Her face isn't as squunched as it once was. Usually her face is like...
Still looking squished.
All right, bridges.
Okay.
So this was one her physical therapist also recommended. Also just really good strengthening for the lower body. So lifting up and then exhale, lowering down. She presses into her feet and lift the hips high, and exhale, lowers down. Good, linking the breath with the movement. She'll continue. Strengthening through the glutes, the core. The hamstrings are working here as well. Do about 3 more. And on this third one, she'll hold it. So lift, now keep breathing as you hold. So still building that strength here, staying calm. Press the feet down and forward, and really opening the lungs here as well. One more little lift, inhale. Lower down slowly, exhale. And then we'll take the arms back into that T position and windshield wiper the knees side to side. So windshield wipers are a great place to come back to after you've done a movement. And then she might turn her head in the opposite direction of her knees, and that'll just add a little bit to the twist and into the neck. And this only works if you do it, y'all. So get on the floor. All right, so we're gonna do some hamstring stretches with the strap, which you can do at home, whether you have a strap, a belt, a towel, shirt. We'll take it around the foot, and she'll extend her leg up to the sky. And then just to add a little movement first, we'll bend the knee, bring the heel all the way down, breathe in, and then exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Just gives the hamstring a heads up. Inhale before we hold it. Exhale, lengthen. Okay, now we'll hold it. So have a little bend in your elbows. Just a little bit. And then with the in-breath, think about elongating the leg. Kick through the heel. Now with the exhale, just a little pull. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, just a little pull. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm feeling that.
I know that you can always back off. You can bring the foot closer towards me so it's not as intense. And then exhale, pull it a little closer. So your in-breath is the opportunity to expand, to lengthen. Your exhale takes it a little bit deeper because that's when we're more relaxed each time we exhale. And then she'll find that sweet spot, that place that feels like, this is good, I'm good. Maybe a little bit of a challenge,
Yeah.
but we're not forcing anything. And then we breathe into the leg for 3. We'll breathe into it for 2. And 1, she's gonna hold both sides of the strap in her right hand, and then let the whole shape fall out to the right. And then inhale, bring it back up. And then exhale, bring it out to the side. Inhale, bring it back up. And then exhale, bring it out as far as you can. And then you might bring this elbow down to the floor, slide your hands down the strap. Good. And then keep kicking through your heel. And bring it all the way down as far as you can. Try to hold it. Is that good? Okay. So we're breathing into the inner thigh. Try not to freak out about it. Breathe. your left leg out onto the mat. This one, you're going to cross your foot to the left a little bit until you feel it. Maybe right here or in the back of the leg a little more. And then bring it back up a little. And then exhale, bring it over to the side. Think about your right hip staying down. Bring it up a little.
This down.
Yes. So try not to move this, but just bring your foot over. Yeah. And then pull your foot towards your head. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can always bring the foot over.
Here.
Okay. And keep this hip down and almost forward a bit. And pull your foot towards your head. Yeah. See that face? You see that?
Yeah.
When that happens, you've gone too far. Good. All right, now hold it and breathe. So if your face is doing that, we're going to put back up a little bit.
You got me tickled.
All right. And then bring it back through center. Inhale. Let's release it. Exhale. Ooh. Hug your knee to your shoulder, your right knee. And then take your left or your right leg out long next to your left leg. Relax your whole body. And then this part's fun because then you can mentally just notice your right and left side. Your right side probably feels
It's longer.
a lot different, yes.
Yeah. Longer.
It's a lot more open. We've worked into the fascia. So now we're going to do that same thing to the left side. And this is our more challenging side, so we take it a little bit easier. And she's got her toes all did with the red nail polish. I got red too. Alright, so a few times you'll bend it and straighten it. Last one. Alright, now try to hold it. Your right knee can stay bent, or you can lengthen your right leg out onto the mat. It's up to you. So at home, this knee can stay bent if that feels better for your low back. Sometimes if you lengthen out that leg, it's going to stretch the low back a little too much. And then same thing here, we're going to think about elongating the leg with your breath in. And then exhale, maybe pull it just a smidge closer. Can you hold up higher on your strap? That'll give you a little more stability. Yeah. Does that feel okay there? See if you can breathe into your belly. And let your belly fall. That's it, good. Breathe into the belly. And let the belly fall. This is activating our relaxation response. It tells our brain to stay calm when we breathe over into the lungs. Beautiful, one more. Now hold both sides of the strap with your left hand, and we're going to take it over towards the knee. It might feel better just to relax your shoulder. And then bring it up just a little bit. And then bring it down a little bit. So just bring the foot back and forth. One more. Alright, go as far as you can until you're good. And then think about your right hip staying down, and then kick through your heel a little bit. Yeah. Cool. And then face a little squinchy. You want to bring it? Can you keep it down more? Or is that too much? I'll bring it back. Okay. You can take your arms out wide. Rinse it out. Cat-cows. So she's gonna find a little back bend first. So lift your head up. Now lift your chest up. So drop your belly down. Think about sticking your booty to the sky. And then exhale, round your back. Press into my hand. And relax your head. Good. Inhale, come back to that back bend. Lift your heart, lift your head. And exhale, round. Press up into my hand. Good. Inhaling, like a string is pulling your heart up. Exhale, round. Beautiful. And then move with your breath. Let's take 3 more. So this is bringing mobility into her spine. She can't go too far into a back bend though because of her rods. So she focuses more on this part. And then come back to center. Good. All right, this is where we'll practice extending one leg behind you at a time. So finding some strength, lifting it up. Can you lengthen it behind you? Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale, bring it back down. Okay, try the other side. Lengthen, lengthen. And then exhale, bring it down. Can you gaze more forward? And keep pressing into my hands. And then gently bring it down. Good. Keep gazing forward. Press into my hands. Lengthen. And bring it down. One more each side. With your breath. Bring it down. Good. Last one. Ooh. Ah. And exhale, bring it down. Good. And then you want to try that child's pose. Just think about it. All right, let's show them your downward facing dog. Y'all watch this. Just gonna tuck your toes and then lift your hips up to the sky. Good. And then bend your knees a little bit. Can you lift your hips higher with bent knees? Lift your hips up. There it is. Yeah. Her head's heavy. And then she's just gonna move her heels back and forth. This is a great relaxation to release your head, your neck. It's a full body opener. It's also strengthening her arms.
Making me sweat.
And making her sweat. And then when you're ready, you'll gently release. Rest. Whew. All right, y'all, Gail's gonna show y'all how she can stand up multiple times. I make her do it several times so she gets used to it. Because the more times we do something, the easier it gets. Voila! One. And then she's gonna get back down. And then each time she does it, that little voice, that fear voice in her head is slowly going away. And I'll have you know she did this 5 times her first day.
But not with the blocks.
Not with the block. She did it with the chair, and now she's getting lower and lower each time. And can you tell them how it paid off after your first session? You went to your sewing convention?
It was a sewing thing, and normally the plug was on the floor, and I normally would have had to ask someone to please plug in my sewing machine, and there was no one around. And I thought, well, I might as well try it. There's a chair here, so I tried it, and I was able to do it.
Paid off?
Yes.
All right, last
Helps
one.
to not be dependent on other people to pick things up
Yes.
for you. Do things
Yay! So she's interlacing her fingers behind her back, and this is gonna open up the chest. So think of reaching your knuckles down and then taking some nice chest breaths. So even if you can't maybe see it, if you do this at home, you can feel it, like your chest really opening with the breath. And then take another inhale, and then now fold forward with your exhale, with your hands bound. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Yep, keep folding. And then can you reach your knuckles up away from your low back some? Yes. And then breathe. And bring your hands all the way down to the blocks now. Beep. You can raise them up if you need to first. So she's hinging from her hips. Think about sending the booty to the sky. And then today, Gail, see if you can relax your head. And then hug your core in and up and slowly roll back up to standing. Just roll up. And then reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together in a prayer, hands to heart center. Good, let's do that again. So arms up to the sky, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out, and fold forward all the way down. Hands to the blocks. Relax your head. Engage your core, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up overhead, really lengthen the side bodies, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. One more, inhale, arms up. Lift the chest a little. Exhale, fold forward from your hips. Hands to the blocks. Now relax your head here. And then can you come up just halfway? So think of lengthening your spine, just halfway up. And then exhale, fold back down. Again, think halfway. So think of your chest reaching forward. And then exhale, fold forward. One more, inhale, halfway, shoulders back, chest forward. Yes, you see your shoulders go back, y'all? Exhale, fold forward. Pause there, take a breath in. Slowly breathe out. Relax downward. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up to the sky, inhale. Oh, hands to your heart, exhale. Good. Yeah, y'all, she is gonna now show us her warrior 2. Turn your right toes to face, yep, that way. So she's turning her toes. She's gonna bend her right knee to almost towards her pinky toe a little bit. This will open the pelvis. And then her arms come out parallel to the mat or the ground. She's gazing over her right hand. And the breath is in and out through the nose. She's anchored through this back foot. And then a long spine, reaching equally in opposite directions. We breathe for 3. We also stay relaxed. It's finding that balance of ease and effort for 2. And 1, release your arms, straighten your leg. Good. Turn your toes in. She's gonna switch sides. Turn her left toes to face forward. Okay. And then bend your left knee towards your pinky toe. Yep. Arms out, parallel. This is building strength in the legs and in the mind, because how could you not feel powerful holding this pose? Left palm down a little more. Left palm down so it's parallel. Like bring your fingers down. Yeah, there you go. And then think of the shoulders softening. Breathe for 3. Look at that. Breathe for 2. And 1, straighten your leg, relax your arms, turn your toes forward, take your arms up to the sky, big breath in, hands to heart, breathe out. Good. So she's gonna walk her feet back a little bit and then start to walk her hands down the wall, push the wall away, send her hips back behind her. So she's pushing, yes. So this is elongating the spine, just like downward dog, except she's on the wall. Her feet are rooted. Her breath is steady. Really, the name of the game is always try to find a steady breath. Keep pressing the wall away. Take 1 more breath. And then inhale, slowly walk the hands back up. Step your feet in. Give yourself a little shake. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, shaking's good, moves the energy. All right, now we'll do 1 leg at a time. So she'll step 1 foot behind her. Yep, and then, take a moment to always find your balance. Both legs are straight. She'll walk her hands down the wall again. Press the hips back and fold towards her left leg until she feels it in the back of the left leg. And if it's too much, she can always crawl back up a little bit. With the breath out, maybe take it a little bit deeper. But you're your own teacher, so feeling these poses out for yourself until you are somewhat comfortable in an unfamiliar place. One more breath. Ideally, it's good to hold for about 5 breaths and then slowly come back up and step forward and shake it out. How you feeling, Gil? And now we're switching sides. She'll walk her hands down. Remember, you can do this at home. Press the wall away, fold towards the right leg. So even if it looks like she's not moving, when you do this, you'll feel these little shifts happening. Maybe your chest opens up a little more. You fold a little bit deeper with each exhale. Just tiny little movements, but big sensations. One more breath. Good. Slowly walk up and step forward and shake, shake, shake. Yeah, good. All right, and something to say about sensations. So sensations are not a bad thing. I mean, of course, she was an auto accident, so she understands the difference between that's not good for me, or this is just an uncomfortable or unfamiliar sensation. So it's up to you to feel and decide, you know, what each sensation is, and then to breathe into them. Because I think immediately when we feel like, oh, this is tight here, we just want to run away, or we don't want to do it anymore. But breathe into that, and then it gets a little bit easier each time. All right, so first tree pose that Gail ever did, this is a balance on one leg. What'd you do? What was your first tree pose? Yeah, she kept her foot on the ground. That was her first one. And now almost 2 months later, where are you at?
Well, I'm trying. I'm still trying.
She's doing awesome.
Takes a minute.
And she stays near the wall, just as a support vehicle. She's opening that knee out to the side as best she can. I know now she's got a camera on her, so it's more pressure. Look at that. Look at that. Yay. All right, now we'll switch sides. So y'all, this is something you could do at home, just in your kitchen, watching TV. Think of standing up really tall. You're rooted into the ground just like a tree. If a hurricane came, it would not knock you down. You might sway a little, but that's all right. Look at her. Look at her. All right, she's going to use the bolster to get down. Look at that. Look at that. Now she is in supported bridge. So this block is underneath her sacrum, right below the spine, top of the glutes. And then she's simply breathing in and out through the nose. This allows the spine to elongate. It opens up the lungs, and it creates a calming sensation throughout the mind and body. So we have Gail in this side opener here. She has the support of the bolster, the block, and the blanket. And she has somewhat kind of like mermaid legs going on with her arm over her head, and it's lengthening her side body. Her hip. You might even feel this in the thigh, the top thigh. And then sending the breath into your side body. And then exhale, relax it. Send the breath into the side body. Notice that movement there. And exhale, relax it. So continue to breathe, relax, and open up. All right, we figured out this side. So her legs are straighter for her to find comfort in her left leg. And we're still reaching over with the arm, and then breathing into the side body. It's all in the exhale. Each exhale sends that relaxation response into the mind. Each inhale is a nourishment throughout the entire body. And then we take our time to really feel and sink into these postures. So Gail is in her final pose called Shavasana. This is final relaxation. She has her legs supported by 2 blocks and a bolster. This puts the hip flexors into a resting position. It releases tension from the feet. And when we raise our legs up like this, it adds a calming sensation into the mind as we feel ourselves fully supported by something else entirely. We don't have to do all the work all the time. And then the arms are relaxed and heavy on the earth, with the sandbags giving weight to the shoulders, the blanket support for her head. And then she'll start to just meditate and feel that rise and fall of the belly. This is how we used to breathe when we were babies. Breathing only into our belly. And we're coming back to that simple primal state. Resting here for a few minutes to bring restoration into the mind and body. How do you feel, Gail?
Well, I feel refreshed. Actually, I'm looking forward to my chamomile tea.
Ah, yes.
That's my little reward after doing this each time. So, I'm usually just a little bit sore, but it goes away, and I feel like I've done something good for my body. So, yeah.
So proud of you. She's come a long way. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, she's getting back up one more time.
Try on the low side here.
Look at that strength.
Got it.
Got it.